finally watched it, and she's like, I hate you. I'm mad at you. I love it. I cried. And I'm like, I cry every time I watch it. Hey guys.
Hello.
I'm Summer.
And I'm Sean.
And we're back. What are we talking about today?
Books.
Books!
Yeah.
My favorite topic of conversation.
Yeah, it's the best.
Other than travel.
Mm-hmm. And food.
Ooh, yeah, that's yours.
And movies.
Sure. Ooh, movies.
So, but books today. We're talking about books. Let's stay on topic.
Books. We're talking about books, yes. Top books for 2019. Books we're excited about for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
All of that jazz.
So if you are an avid reader or just want some book recommendations, then keep watching.
Yeah. And just before we get too far, I do want to say, please drop a comment with your favorite books of 2019 and books you're excited to read for 2020.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
All right, so, Sean,
Mm-hmm.
how many books did you read in 2019?
I read 20 books.
What was your goal for 2019?
It was 25.
Okay.
And I want to say I read 20 and a half, but that's not a thing. Because I read like a little bit in December, but I didn't finish it. So...
But, when did you start the challenge?
in July, August?
August.
August.
In August. She read 20 books from August to December. That's pretty amazing.
I think when I started, like, you really encouraged me, so it was kind of like this kickstart to it. And then I think within that time, because I read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I think I read that in like 2 days.
Yeah.
That is quite good for me, because usually I can be a quite slow reader when it comes to big books, and I felt like in my head that was a big book. And then Pride and Prejudice took me a while, which
it takes everyone a while, I think.
But then if I was to read it now, I feel like I would finish it in a couple of days. But yeah, 20 books in what, 4 months?
It's pretty dang impressive.
Not bad. But how much did you read?
I read 50 books, but that was 12 months. I feel like if we're going on a scale, you probably read the same amount.
No,
you would have.
That's amazing. No, seriously.
Yeah. So I had set my goal. Actually, I was looking at my Instagram. At the beginning of last year, I had put on my Instagram, I'm looking to read 2 to 3 books a month. I far surpassed that.
That was amazing, yeah.
I think by the time I got to Korea, I had, gotten on Goodreads and said I wanted a goal of 50 books, which is almost a book a week.
Yeah.
And I did it. That last one was a little rough for me, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
In December is just a hard month to read for me.
Yeah.
But I did it. I hit my goal of 50 books. I'm pretty dang proud of myself.
You should be. That is impressive.
I don't think I've read that much since I was in high school. College just drains the life for me.
Yeah. Which is a funny thing because, well, my degree was English, language and literature. And, we had a lot of books that we were required to read.
Right.
And I didn't really read most of them. And it's funny that I'm reading them now and I'm enjoying it. Because, I tell you, sometimes your degree can really, suck the enjoyment out of reading because you're reading for research or for an essay. So things like Dracula, Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde were on my set text list, but I only started reading Jekyll and Hyde after I graduated, and then I started Frankenstein. It's just funny, you're in a different mindset, high school, reading.
You have a lot more time.
You have more time, yeah, but then, and now.
Now I feel like, we're teachers.
Yeah.
But we have, I feel like, almost a lot of free time.
Right. But I feel like now reading has become part of my life. It's a hobby now that I enjoy.
It's enjoyable again.
So I want to make time for it.
So Sean, what are your top books for 2019? Okay. I'll give you 5.
Yeah, so my top 5 books, let me get out. So number 1, because I wrote a blog post actually, which we'll link down below. You can check it out. But Pride and Prejudice is number 1. It took me a very long time to read it.
Yeah.
And I'm ashamed. But I enjoyed it and have fell in love with the movies and the series as well, and yeah, it's on my top 5 list.
I feel like that's my greatest achievement.
Yeah, you forced it upon me, and I was like, okay. So yeah, but it's good. You by Carolyn. I can't pronounce her surname. Is it Kepnes or Keps? Anyway, Caroline. And you might also know You from the Netflix series Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson, which has also become a movie starring Colin Firth and, oh my goodness, what is her name? I can't remember her name. I know it's not Nicole. Yes, it is Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman and Colin Firth. 4th is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes!
I started reading the series.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, if you are a fan of the movies or you're just a Potterhead or anything like that, you probably have already read the books, but if you have only watched the movies, please read the books because they go into so much detail, and I loved this book because it was completely different to the movie. Like, I don't even want to give a spoiler, but there's just the one tiny detail that blew my mind. But yeah.
Can we just talk about, though, when I met Sean, she had never read the books, and I love the books with every soul of my being. Soul of my being? Fiber of my soul? It's fine.
And number 5 is To Kill a Mockingbird.
Woo! Yes!
And don't ask me why it's taken me so long to read it. That's just the way life is. But another fantastic book, and yeah, I can't recommend it anymore. So these are my top 5, and what about you?
Well, it's just crazy to me that 3 of her top 5 for the year are my
recommendations,
but also my favorite books of all time.
Oh wow, yeah.
So this year I definitely reread a lot of books, which is probably why I was able to finish 50 books. But you know, it's cool. Okay, I'm not going to rank them because I can't. One of them was The Alice Network by Kate Quinn.
Okay.
I will recommend this book to every person I ever encounter. I love it so much. My mom had read it and recommended it to me. She actually bought it for me when I was, the day I left home. She sent it to my Kindle. It's about World War II, women spies. Please read it. It's amazing. Another one is Educated by Tara Westover. Yeah, it's her memoir. She grew up in this crazy cult. Her dad was crazy, and just her ambition. Maybe not even ambition is the right word, but her journey through life. So please read it. It was actually great. I cried a lot. That's 2. I also love Daisy Jones and the Six. It's I found out after I read it loosely based on Stevie Nicks. The frontwoman for Fleetwood Mac, which is one of my favorite bands, so that was really cool. I consumed it in a day.
I remember when you told me you started it and then telling me that you had finished it, and I was like, but wait.
Yeah, it was Friday and I left for the weekend. I came back and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And you're like, wait, what?
So confused.
It was amazing and I really loved it. Also, The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. My mom visited, I bought this book before I left. Yes, I bought this book before I left, but I didn't have any room in my suitcase to bring it with me. But my mom, when she came to visit me, brought it.
That's nice, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I read it when they were here. Almost the whole thing. I dropped them off at the airport, and I had half the book left, I think, and I sat in a cafe and finished it. But it's really great. It has Scotland in it, which I love. It has books, which I love. Yeah. It's got a manly man.
Which you love.
Which I love. And it was just a fun read. There's nothing, almost all of Sean's books have these morals and values and stories.
No.
And this one is just some little romance, but I loved it so much.
That's the main thing.
That's 3? Is that 4? I'm a mess. Okay, I loved 84 Charing Cross Road by Helene Hanff. It's really short, and it's really not a book. It's letters between Helene, and this bookshop owner in London on Charing Cross Road. It was precious. I also consumed that in less than a day.
Oh,
It was amazing. I don't know, it's just this woman, she loves books, and she's like writing to this bookshop in London of like, do you have this book? And they create a relationship.
it's gonna be you.
Honestly, I would love that. But yeah, it was precious and I loved it, and this is how I'm describing all of these books. I'm basic. Oh, okay. That's 4, right?
I mean...
I'm gonna do 6, I'm sorry. Alright, I finally read Speak by, was it Laurie Halse?
Yeah.
Laurie Halse Anderson?
Yeah.
I cried, it's fine. It's a really moving story, I think, about a teen girl, and I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
But it's got sexual assault in it, and depression, and all of these things, and oh man, groundbreaking. I think if I had read it when I was in middle school or high school, I couldn't have understood it as much as I do today. And it was powerful, and I loved it a lot. Also, the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. I have talked about this movie on Netflix so many times. But, okay, I freaking love the movie. I think it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I just love it so much. But I finally got around to reading the book this year. And it's also amazing. It's also written as letters, which who knew I would have loved it, that, like,
Style of writing.
style as much as I did. But the book was amazing. I loved it. I love the characters. It's kind of really different from the movie, which I was okay with. Okay, also for you hating on this movie, Sarah finally, I know, you just hate on how much I love it. Sarah, you know, she finally watched it and she's like, I hate you. I'm mad at you. I love it. I cried. And I'm like, I cry every time I watch it. I love it so much. Okay, so those were my top 6 books of 2019.
Wow.
Alright, Sean, how did this challenge make you feel this year?
Yeah, so like I mentioned about uni and not reading as much as I should, doing this challenge was amazing for me because it kind of gave me, reignited that love for reading again. So, and I didn't feel the pressure to finish like on time. I just, I had set out to finish 25. I knew I was going to get to 25. So I was like, that's fine. Yeah. What about you?
Almost the same. Really, I graduated last year in May, and I think as soon as I graduated, I read like 4 books. Because I had really just missed that, and I love learning, but college burned me out. Yeah, but I feel like just reading this many books this year has just really been invigorating. And honestly, I've just loved it. I mean, towards the end, it was kind of, oh my gosh, I have to finish this book. I have to reach 50 because I said I was going to.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because school and preparing to leave and all of these things just came up, and so it was kind of hard to get it all together. But overall, I really loved it, and which leads us into, what's your goal for 2020?
50. So
50.
Taking on the challenge that you did last year. Yeah, I'm scared, but but I think. Yeah, I read almost half of that in 4 months. So
I think you can do it.
I think I'd do it, and I'm on track. I've already finished 1 book.
Yeah, girl.
And about 59% of the way through my 2nd book of 2020. So we're doing well so far. Yes. What about you?
My goal is 75, which I'm terrified about with so many books. Especially because, it's like the 2nd week of January and I haven't read a book.
It's fine. But we're actually tag teaming because we have another challenge going on.
My sister, bless her bones, has a goal of 250 books for the year. She calculated that she could read 30 books in a month, and then she challenged us to beat her. And I said, if I beat her, if our total together beats her, we win. I don't know what we win. Bragging rights?
I guess so.
But if she beats us, I have to buy her a gift card. Which is probably what's going to happen. 250 books?
Yeah.
What? So pray for us.
Yeah, please do. I want to say I'm reading 50 this year, but plus in the brackets. because there might come a time where, you know, her sister is just going to surpass us tremendously, and we're going to need to like read some short stories and stuff just to get that total up.
Yeah, I told her that she couldn't reread any books, but she thinks that applies to us too, which is not the case because I told her no. So we'll see.
Oh my goodness. So wish us luck and pray for us because I'm scared.
How do you feel about, besides terrified?
I'm excited.
Excited?
Because, like I said, it's reignited my love for reading, and also just read some new things as well.
Right.
Like, I'm obsessed with thriller and some, you know, sometimes trashy romance, but I also love the classics. But I want to try and start reading maybe a biography or two.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, because I love fiction and I feel like I need to throw some non-fiction in there. I heard Sapiens was really good, and a friend recommended some stuff by Alan Watts. So I'm gonna check those books out because I think that could be quite cool for just to kind of ease into non-fiction.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I'm excited. I am a little stressed about reading 75 books this year, but I think I can do it. I just haven't had a strong start, which is a little worrying.
That's fine.
But honestly, I'm also doing winter camp with school right now. So next week, actually this video will come out by then, but coming up I have almost a 3-week vacation, so hopefully I can hammer out a lot of books then.
Yeah.
One of the books, a couple of books I'm most excited to read. I have a lot of nonfiction set up so far. One of them is called Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? It's a book by a mortician. It's just answering a couple different questions about death and things, which we all know I'm a little morbid and macabre about those things, and I love it. The other one is The Moment of Lift by Melinda Gates, Bill Gates' wife. It's been highly recommended to me, and so I'm excited to read that. And also I'm reading the Witcher series.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty.
I loved the show. Honestly, it's because of Henry Cavill, which we talked about last time. But yeah, so I'm reading those books, and I'm excited. Maybe I'll get to 100. I'm not going to say that. I'm just kidding. No.
I mean,
no
you
pressure.
don't know. No pressure, but just, we can only do
Who knows?
You know, best as we can, really, and try our best.
That's true.
What else are you looking forward to, books-wise?
Ooh, let me look. On my Goodreads, you should check us out. I made a bookshelf of books I want to read in 2020.
Yes.
And some of them include, like, the Melinda Gates one. Oh, I also want to read Lonesome Dove. It's my dad's favorite Western. If I was a boy, I would have been named after him, the main character in the book. And yeah, I just want to give it a read and see what it's all about.
Okay.
Also, yeah, Women Who Run with the Wolves, Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype. I'm really excited to read that one. Okay, I have to throw in a... I guess Lonesome Dove is fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, Brooklyn by Colm Toyman. I'm probably saying that awfully. But it's the same movie with Saoirse Ronan.
Okay.
About the Irish immigrant.
Right.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, I've got a list here. The Long Song by Andrea Levy. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. But she also wrote Small Island, which I'm currently reading now. It's taken me so long to get through. But, I don't know, that's going to be a little personal for me, I think. It's dealing with people from the Caribbean that came over to the UK and basically helped build Britain. So that's going to be really interesting. Harry Potter.
Yes!
And the Order of the Phoenix, because that is my favourite movie. And
that one hurts me.
well, if Prisoner of Azkaban was just so amazing, I've got really high expectations for it. Yeah. Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and also the second book, The Testaments. I've heard really good reviews about this, like everywhere. So I want to get through those and see what all the hype is about. And then lastly, My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Brathwaite. I hate that we're probably butchering these authors' names, and I'm so sorry. But again, I said that I like thrillers, and that's the thriller, and yeah, it did very well on the Goodreads list. Yeah. So these are the books that I'm really looking forward to reading.
Yeah, sweet. All right, what books do you recommend to me?
Okay, so I recommend Anyone Who Had a Heart by Mia Dolan.
Okay.
It's a bit emotional, but
Oh,
I
dear.
think I'll let you read it.
Okay.
And Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I know this is already on your list.
It is.
But I am encouraging you to read it.
Okay.
Because I want to watch the things with you. The movies and stuff.
Alright. I'm going to recommend Educated by Tara Westover.
Okay.
It's her biography memoir. Also is emotional. I cried. And you like thrillers.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm going to recommend In Cold Blood by Truman Capote.
Right, yeah.
I personally didn't like it, but that's just because I don't like things like that. And it's based on a true story.
Okay.
So like the author interviewed the guys. Jeez.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah, and there's a whole movie about Capote with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Okay, wow.
We had to watch it in English class anyways. Yeah! So I think we'll have a checkup video on books later in the year, and we can see how everything's going.
And if we've read our recommendations.
Exactly. Yeah. So please, 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 please drop a comment and let us know what your favorite books have been. Not just in 2019, but ever.
Of all time.
Yeah. We've got a lot of books to read this year, so.
Yeah. And if you want to take part in the challenge, like it's not too late. You can start any time of the year, like I did. Just like head on to Goodreads and just put in how many books you want to read and start, you know. It's really good for organising what you've read and what you want to read as well. Yeah. So
I wish I had this when I was younger, because there are books, like plots that I vaguely remember that I wish I could read again, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, please also, check us out on Goodreads. We'll link all the stuff below.
Yeah.
And yeah, like this video, subscribe to our channel for more mental health and book related things. And check us out on
Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram,
and Goodreads.
That's it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to us blab on about books, our favorite subject besides food.
True. Absolutely.
See you next time. Bye.